Greetings everyone. So today's topic is an interesting one. It's something that I've come across often, almost on a daily basis, whenever engaging or observing Farangs living in Thailand. And that is 5 things you should never ask an expat living here in Thailand. Now the first thing is going to be a very common one, and that is the visa process. You don't ever want to ask a Farang how the visa process works. If you're talking about border runs, 30-day, 60-day, all this kind of stuff, every Farang living here, every expat is going to have an opinion on that. And from my personal experience, I don't listen to anyone. You can go to the websites, thaivisa.com, you can go to the forums. That's got as much use as pissing in the wind. At the end of the day, I get all my information from the horse's mouth. That's how information works. Because the Thai visa process is very complicated. It changes every month. It changes as often as I change underwear. It changes every day. It's up to the channel of communication in Thailand. So if you're going to go into forums, if you're going to ask the locals, every single person is going to give you a different answer. And it's just going to make you more confused than when you came here. So, like I said, the best thing to do is you just go to a local government office, your wife, and let her find out the information for you. Because that's how Thais work. The Thais would rather have someone that they can speak to get the information out faster than sit with a Farang who's going to, through broken English, through miscommunication, try to figure out this puzzle and ask 110 different questions and follow-up questions to try and find out the truth. And it's going to be so complicated. So if you have a Thai friend, if you have a Thai wife, please, they don't feel obligated at all. They are more than willing to help you. My wife has always helped me with this process. I just go to the office and they tell me exactly what it is, and then that's the kind of law, or that's the rule for the time being until I go back and do my 30-day report address, or till I go renew my visa. That's pretty much how that works. And it served me well. I've been here for 5 years. So that's helped me. Prior to coming over, you just go get your tourist visa at a local embassy, wherever you stay, and then you come over to Thailand. Hopefully you'll have some Thai friends coming over, and let them go with you to the office and translate and help make the transition much smoother. Now the second thing that you don't want to ask a Farang is Thai food. Just by default, Thais will always know better about food than Farangs. Why? Well, Thais have a very sharp, very acute sense of taste for their food. I mean, they've been eating it their whole life. Who are we to disagree? Sure, some Farangs, they have a good understanding of food, but Farangs come from a bland sense of food. We separate our 5 senses of food. We separate the salt, we separate the sweet, we separate umami, whereas the Thais, they blend everything. They have this perfect harmony of food where everything works together. All the ingredients mesh to give you this amazing, incredible experience. And if one ingredient is missing, if one ingredient is off, the Thais will be able to tell. And they won't go back to that restaurant. They can tell by the slightest degree if something is off. That's why I always listen to my Thai friends. When they say to me something is aroy, I know that's a place to go eat at. If they say, "Kin dai," I can eat it, then I know, okay, something is not right here. It's their sort of pacifistic way of dealing with something. So that's how I know about Thai food. I've never been let down before. Whenever a Thai tells me the food is delicious there, I know about it. So food is the second thing. The third thing that you don't want to ask expats is, why do Thais do things a certain way? Now, it's a culture shock. If you're going to come here, Thais have a completely different thinking process. They don't follow critical thinking like the way we do. They don't overanalyze. They don't criticize. They just do. So if you're going to come here and you're going to ask Farangs, why do Thai people do this? Why do they do that? 9 out of 10 times the Farang's going to go, I don't know. Or they're going to come with some sort of negative notion, something that they're just going to criticize the Thais for that. And it's just a different way of thinking, it's just a different culture. It's a culture that does things the way that it seems fit. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, each culture has its own quirks, each culture has its own thing, which is a beautiful thing. And in order to understand Thai culture, you have to observe them. You have to spend 5, 10, 15 years here connecting with the locals, getting to know the people. Instead of sitting in a bar, drinking, watching sports all day long, you got to get out there and meet the people. You got to listen to the way they speak. You got to see how they do things. Observe, observe, observe. Don't come with your opinion and make your opinion the sort of focus area. Don't make yourself the focus of attention. Don't try to impose your thoughts, impose your way of doing things on the locals, because you're just going to get ostracized in a pacifist way. Just observe. That's what I do. I'm very humble. When I come here, I humble myself. I sit at the table, I observe, I listen. I try to understand why Thai people do things, and hence, therefore, my channel, my YouTube channel, Understanding Thai Culture. Understanding present continuous, meaning I'm in a process of continually trying to understand the culture. So without having access to an academic, without having an access to somebody who's studied the Thai culture, somebody who's written a book, somebody who's affluent in the understanding of the Thai culture, which is something that's very rare, it'll be virtually impossible to have someone like that come into your social circle. So for the everyday person like you, like me, for people who are just living here, who don't have that access to that sort of historian of Thai culture, or we don't have the time to go and read a book about Thai culture, I think that one of the most important things living here is not asking the Farangs about the Thai culture, because they virtually have no sense of it. The next thing you don't want to ask an expat living here is their opinion of Thai women. Then again, that could be applied to any man about any woman in the world. Men just don't understand women, and neither do I. That's why we're in a continual, perpetual process of trying to understand women. And from my experiences, coming across most men, they don't have a clue about Thai women. There's a stigma that's been created that Thai women are after money. So most guys will be talking about Thai women in a negative light. They'll be talking about the money, the bars, money-hungry women. And that's why a majority of men coming here are always thinking about, I need to protect my wallet, I need to protect myself from the woman. Well, that's total bullshit. I'm sorry to use foul language, but that's bullshit. Because you're going to attract what you're looking for. I mean, it's supply and demand. If all the Farangs did not come to Thailand, right, to support the sex trade, if we didn't support them by giving out money, and supporting this lifestyle, then there wouldn't be the stigma of Thai women. If you have a bar girl and there's no bar, what is she gonna do? It's an easy life. It's an easy job. They just dance all day long, have fun, and make money. If you take away the money, you take away the demand, right? What is that woman gonna do? She's gonna have to go get a job. She's gonna have to go clean. She's gonna have to go sweep. I mean, we have a young girl that cleans our building. She's a student. She's working at school, but she can come and clean a building for 2, 3, 4 hours a day to earn some pocket money. The Kondoi people, they walk around selling rice. They work hard all day long selling rice. There is always something that you can do that does not involve compromising your principles. And that feeds into men having this sort of idea or notion that women are all money greedy. And like I said earlier, it's bullshit, because there is a huge increase in young, independent, financially stable women in Thailand. If you can't see that, if you're not aware of that, then you are looking in the wrong place. Because with the increase of social media, with the increase of the international demand in Thailand, business is booming. Young independent women can start their own businesses. They can buy clothes, they can sell shoes online, they can open up coffee shops. Young independent women in Thailand are growing. I've married one. All my wife's friends are independent, making money. So the fourth thing you don't want to ask farangs about is women. You need to find a woman that matches your criteria. Is she independent? Is she educated? Does she earn her own money? Done. Now, I think the reason why most men don't go for that is because it's easy. They want an easy lay. They want an easy woman where money talks, where they don't have to put in the effort to try and court a woman. So, that's the fourth thing that you should never ask a farang about is women. So the fifth and final thing you don't want to ask an expat is politics. Politics already is a very sensitive subject in Thailand, and it's very easy to demonize the country. You know, Europeans, Americans, they come from a different sort of government. You know, they come from an area where it's still a colonialist mindset. There are still countries that expect the world to adopt to the way they do things. And that in of itself always brings along this sort of colonial, demonizing mindset that the farangs like to impose on Thailand. And to me, that also has the same value as pissing in the wind, because it makes absolutely no sense. You're not in Europe, you're not in America, you're in Thailand, which is a completely different country. And if you want to understand the politics, if you want to see how the country responds under the current regime, don't listen to what the next expat who's downing a beer next to you is saying. Just look at the people around you. Look at them, see if they're happy. Are they enjoying their life? Do they have the benefits of living a fruitful life? Do they have food? Do they have entertainment? Do they have freedom of business? Do they have freedom of movement? The Thai people have a wonderful, wonderful life here. They are happy people. They're much happier living under this regime than, let's say, a bitter expat sitting at a bar drinking a beer complaining. Now, I'm sorry to generalize, I'm sorry to stigmatize, but that is the farang. When you come to Thailand, that is the farang that you're going to pop out immediately. That's the first thing you're going to see when you want to see where the farangs are. It's going to be bars, beer, and shit talk about Thailand. And I wipe that all out of my mindset. I don't go near those places. I spend time with the locals. I observe them, and I see how they live under this regime, under this military government. And it's amazing. The people are happy. They're just... I could be living in a democracy for all I know, and I wouldn't know any different. You know, the people have freedoms other countries under democratic leaderships don't have. People can walk around. Ladyboys can walk around freely. That in South Africa, you can't do. When I was in America, you couldn't do that. You couldn't inhibit your true desires to be a woman and run a business, because you would get ostracized, because America is a very Christian country. So a lot of Americans are easily offended by that. Muslims are having a very hard time living in America because thanks to George Bush, they were demonized. Muslims here in Thailand walk around freely. They have Muslim shops. Thailand does not have an official religion. Thailand respects all religions under one banner, which you would find very hard-pressed in other countries. That's 5 topics I believe that you should not discuss with local expats, because that might taint your opinion of Thailand. It might bring you into that sort of negative cesspool of negative outlooks on Thailand and might make your stay a little bit unhappier. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you very much for watching out, and signing out from Thailand.